Ladies and gentlemen of the Action Army, what is going on, and welcome to another video. In today's video, I'm going to give you a vertical jump workout plus a skills training session that I did with my high school basketball team. Now, the first thing that I want to say is make sure that you subscribe if anything in this video is valuable to you, and comment JUMP, J-U-M-P, down below in the comment section for a free vertical jump training program. Also, I wanted to say that I was going to allow the audio to play. I was going to allow you to hear kind of what the guys were saying to each other, what I was saying to them, how I coach them, how I teach them, how I train them, the coaching cues that I use. But I did think that it would be more effective and valuable to you overall if I just did a voiceover for this video and explain what we are doing through this voiceover. So here we go. As you saw before this, the first thing that we did was a handful of low-level plyometrics. This is just a general warm-up. This is just to fire up the central nervous system and to do some low-level jumps before we get into our more intense jumps. Then what we are doing right here is 3 sets of 45 seconds of wall sit isometrics. We did just come off of the season. We didn't make the playoffs, so we are in the beginning stages of our off season right now. I have a young team, as you can see right here. These guys are all 9th and 10th graders, couple 11th graders, and then one 12th grader here in the blue shirt. But we are a young team. We are in force absorption work right now. We are in a build the base phase, essentially coming off of the season. And I do advise that if you are coming off of your season, even if you are advanced, you should go through a build the base phase again before you get into your advanced training for your off season work. So 3 sets of 45 seconds of wall sits for some general tendon health and knee health. Then we have these 180 shock jumps where we are doing 3 sets of 5 reps. This is just body control and force absorption work. So we're doing a 180 off of the bleachers, landing in an athletic position and just absorbing the force. Then we have 3 sets of 8 jumps of shock pause low hurdle tuck jumps. So the reason we're doing 3 sets of 8 jumps is because I only have 8 hurdles, which makes sense. So what they're doing here is just a slow jump over the hurdle. They're doing a tuck up to the top, and then they're landing and just absorbing that force. To progress this in the future, we will start doing quick hurdle jumps. So when we hit the floor, we will immediately be bouncing off of the floor as a normal hurdle jump would do. So moving on, we have single leg shock pause low hurdle jumps, and we are doing 3 sets of 8 jumps. Once again, where we are jumping off of 2 feet, landing on 1 foot, and absorbing the force this way. So a lot of force absorption work in this build the base phase coming directly off of our season. Next, we are doing double leg bleacher or stair jumps. So we have 3 sets of 7 jumps just because we have 7 bleachers here. If you have more bleachers, that's even better, but our bleachers are a little bit small. So 3 sets of 7 jumps. We have double leg bleacher jumps, and you can even do these upstairs if you want. We are being reactive. I am cueing them to get up to the top as fast as they possibly can. Some athletes are quicker than others, but the cue is get up there as fast as you possibly can. After the double leg bleacher jumps, we have single leg bleacher jumps. Once again, 3 sets of 7 jumps each leg. So we do our right leg, and then we walk around and we come back and we do our left leg. So 3 sets of double leg bleacher jumps, and then 3 sets of single leg bleacher jumps. So you can see how we are starting low intensity and we are building up into the higher intensity work, the higher intensity jumps. And this is going to be great for, rate of force development, for reactive strength. So these are the more intense jumps that if you have any knee pain, you might want to skip out on these, or you might want to do more of a build the base phase before you get into the more advanced jumps. So after that, I actually had 3 exercises here going back to back to back. We have 3 sets of 5 reps of dumbbell box jumps. While Maurice here is doing these dumbbell box jumps, we actually have other athletes doing broad jumps with a band, so band resisted broad jumps, which I'll show you in 1 second after this. And we have guys doing single leg chair stands. So all 3 of these are going at the same exact time, and that is because I don't want guys just standing around doing nothing. So 3 sets of 5 reps of dumbbell box jumps. If you aren't as advanced, don't use the dumbbells yet, just do normal box jumps. Here we have band resisted broad jump. So we have 3 sets of 30 yards. So we go down to half court and then we also go back, and this is great. Cue the guys to jump as hard and as far as they can. So down to half court and then back 3 times through. All of these we are doing 3 times through. Here we have single leg chair stands, 3 sets of 5 reps each leg. Because I don't want guys standing around, we are adding these single leg chair stands in, but if I had a choice, these single leg chair stands, since they are a strength workout, would come at the very end. And okay, guys, now we are moving into the skill session portion of our workout. So we have offhand pounds, 2 sets of 60 seconds. I do this one to burn out their offhand. So we just have high dribbles, low dribbles, medium dribbles. I'm cueing them to do so. And I'm also cueing them to break the floor with the basketball, pounding it as hard as they possibly can for that drill. Then we have, this is one of my favorite drills, especially for your offhand. So we have pound, 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 in and out, in and out. And then when you finish, you're not even allowed to touch the ball with your strong hand. So you can see some guys do this correctly. Some guys have trouble with this. But this entire drill is with your offhand. So 3 pounds as hard as you can, in, out, as quick as you can. And then you are cuffing it with one hand. So one dribble, cuff it with your offhand, and then you have to bring it out and lay up with your offhand as well. So some guys are just getting used to this. Some guys are better than this at others, but this is a great drill to do to finish with your offhand, to use your offhand for the entire drill in general. If you're offhand, or you have a guy, if you're a coach and you have a guy whose offhand is not great, or if you are a player and your offhand is not that great. So great drill to do right there. Then we have a tween cross, and we have 3 sets of the tween cross. I think we're tween crossing 5 or 6 chairs. And then we are finishing. We're trying to go up and under, finishing whichever side you finish on. I want you to finish with the opposite hand, and I want it to be an underhand reverse layup, not overhand. So for this one, guys, one thing that I want to say is general ball handling drills are only going to get you so far. You know, playing against a cone or playing against a chair is going to be great for general ball handling work. For a lot of my younger guys who are not that great with their ball handling skills, this is going to be great. However, at some point, you have to take your ball handling skills and you have to take your skills in general, and you have to put your guys or yourself through real game scenarios, through real live gameplay. So you'll see at the end, after we do all the general ball handling and general skill work, I always go through live drills, and then at the very end, we try to put it all together and we do 5-on-5 full court gameplay. So we're trying to build up our skills. We're trying to work on our craft, but then you can't just go against a cone or a chair all the time. At the end of the day, you have to put it all together, and you have to play against players, play against defense who is going to be coming at you, pressuring you, trying to steal the ball off of you. So chairs are not going to do that. Cones are not going to do that. So make sure that after you do your general work, you put it into practice against real live players. So now we're getting into the live drills. So this is one of my favorite drills here. For this drill, we always play the first 1 to 5 points wins. In order to get a point, you need to score the basketball. So what we are doing is we have one offensive player, we have one defensive player who is trailing around the screen, and then we have one defensive player who is playing help defense in the paint. So 2 defensive players and 1 offensive player. And the goal is, first of all, the trailer is not allowed to cheat the screen. You have to go around the screen. The help defensive player can come out and help. And the goal for the offensive player is to get around the screen and then to attack downhill and score on the help defensive player. So like I said, you're going to have your general skills. You can have your spot shooting. You can practice your shots. You can practice against chairs. You can practice against cones, but then you have to put it into practice. And all of this stuff has to work against actual players who are trying to stop you from scoring. So the way that my workouts are normally set up with my team is, if we are doing a vertical jump workout on the same day, we do our vertical jump workout first. Then after that, we do some general ball handling work. Sometimes we'll do some general shooting work. coming off a screen and shooting, spot shooting. We might do finishing drills, but we'll do general drills not against other players, just working on our skills. After that, we added in and we tried to take what we just learned and add that into real training sessions against other players who are playing defense and trying to stop them from scoring. So we have our live scenarios. And then after our live scenarios, that is when we get into gameplay, and I try to tell them, this is where you put it all together. This is where you have to try to take what I teach you every day, put it together, and use it in live gameplay. So right now, we are coming off of the season. We are doing low-level force absorption work, isometric work, build the base work for our vertical jump training. And then most of these guys have not done skills training sessions before. Other than the one kid that I've trained who's Keelan, his name is Keelan, none of these guys, a lot of them are freshmen. I have not seen them before other than this year playing basketball. And this is the first time they are ever doing skills training sessions. This is the first time that they are ever doing workouts. So I'm just trying to help them as much as possible. So we are doing some low-level stuff. Once we get better and better, it'll be great for me to show you guys more YouTube videos of these guys and these kids developing and getting better with their handles, better with their gameplay, better with their shot, better with their finishing. It'll just be good for you guys to see how good they get in the future by doing these workouts and these skills training sessions every single day. But other than that, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like, comment, subscribe, comment jump JUMP down below in the comment section for a free vertical jump training program. And I will see you in tomorrow.